the trade deficit figure has come in at 10.1 billion versus 10.5 billion. This is a month-on-month comparison. Let's go across to Lata now for the analysis. Hi, Lata.
Hi. Well, it does look like the exports have not done terribly well. It's coming in at 25 billion, and that means it's more because imports have done rather badly, that the deficit has still been kept in check. Trade deficit coming in at 10.1 billion. We should remember that there has been a dulling of exports for the past several months. So month on month, the exports are likely to look bad. This is 25 billion compared to 29 billion that we notched up in March. That is bound to be simply because March always tends to be a seasonally very strong month, whether it's exports or whether it is output. So don't get carried away by this month on month drop. That was always expected, but 25 billion per se is still lower than what we have notched up in several months since June. Therefore, even on a year-on-year terms, the export number is dull. It is bound to be dull month on month, but year-on-year terms as well, exports are not a huge figure. Okay, it's up 5.3% exports year-on-year. Not a very bad performance, you will have to say, even though it's a month-on-month drop. That's oil imports coming in at 12.97 billion. That again, lower month-on-month should not be a cause for celebration. Non-oil imports again down month-on-month. Don't be disheartened by that. We will have to wait for the year-on-year figures, because that is a more favorable seasonally adjusted comparison. That's imports coming in at 35. So you'll have to say that this is largely in line with expectations. A 10 billion trade deficit month on month was always factored in. Let's get to the expert. Shamiran Chakrabarti, Head of Research at Standard Chartered, is with us, as is Soumya Ghosh of SBI. Shamiran, first thoughts on these numbers. Imports 35 billion. Exports 25 billion and trade deficit 10.1 billion.
Well, I can clearly see one positive, that after 2 consecutive months of contraction in exports on a year-over-year basis, we have got a month of positive growth in exports, so that's a positive. On the import side, what we anticipated, that some part of the March increase in oil imports were just a payback time for the refinery shutdown in January, February. So it appears that the number has now come back to more normal levels of 13 billion. So about 3 billion of the import correction has come from the oil import part, and rest of the correction, that's about 2 billion, has come from the non-oil imports. You have to keep in mind that last year in this month, the gold imports went up very substantially from about 3 billion to $7.5 billion. Okay. So this year, since that effect is not there, the year-over-year import number will be significantly lower, and that's what we are seeing. Okay. Overall, I think a 10 billion trade deficit number is par for the course.
Okay. Well, just to reiterate, the exports are at a 5-month low. Now, we shouldn't worry so much about only the export figure. Compare it to really strong months, which, Jan, Feb, March tend to be. But, Shamiran, would you want to add something more to the exports? Year on year, it is a 5.3% increase. Month on month comparison is unfair. But still, even if you compare to the past 5 months at 25 billion, this is looking a tad discouraging?
Not too much. Every year, from the March number to the April number, there is about a 6 billion decline. So this time, this decline has been more like 4.5 billion. So I would say that I am actually somewhat comforted or optimistic about this export number. This has been slightly higher than what I was anticipating.
All right. And let me just get to the other experts also in. Shubhda Rao and Soumya Ghosh are with us. Shubhda, your first take. I guess you have got the main numbers by now.
Yes, absolutely. I think broadly in line, because the seasonal uptick typically that you see in March was bound to show some correction, and that's exactly what has happened. We have seen broadly in line with 25-26 billion, which has been the run rate in the recent past months. So exports, I don't think have sprung a surprise. Imports, I think, as Shamiran was saying, it's the gold imports which essentially have trended lower, thanks to the duty structure still in place. The non-oil, non-gold imports also seem to be very ranged, given the economic activity. I think
22 billion, 22.5 billion is in line with expectation?
Which very much is in line with expectation. If you look at non-gold, non-oil imports, last 3-4 months has been on an average somewhere close to about 20.6 billion or thereabouts.
Just hold on. We've also got the gold and jewelry exports. They have come in at 3.27 billion. So that's a bit of an uptick over what we have got in the previous month. I think it was
2.76.
Yeah. Okay, I got 2.8. All right, there we are.
Yeah.
About 2.7576 billion was what we got in the previous month.
Yeah.
So 3.7 billion, there is an uptick in gold jewelry. Would that worry you?
Not really, because it's unlikely that we are going to see a repeat of the last, April, May months, where 7 to 8 billion was the order of gold imports. I think with the duty structure in place, at best we will see some improvement in demand, no doubt. But broadly, we do not expect, the gold prices globally have stabilized. So I think that also should put some lid on the upside in terms of gold imports.
Okay, Shubhra, I'll just come back to you on whether, what will be your trade deficit expectation for the remaining months. Soumya Ghosh, a few more numbers for you to react to. April engineering goods exports at 5.7 billion. That is up 21% from year-ago levels, that is. And petroleum product exports, that's an export number at 5.15 billion. That's also up marginally on year, 0.7%. But engineering goods exports up by 21% from year-ago levels. Is that a matter of some joy of things turning around at all? Or could this be one-off?
See, I think that in terms of the engineering exports, a 20% growth is always welcome. But in exports, I think there was also a huge base effect involved, because if you look at the April 2013 numbers, I think the seasonal drop from March 2013 to April was around the order of 6 billion. So I think that, and as per the numbers which you are saying, I don't think there has been significant revisions in that April 2013 number also. So that is one of the factors which may have helped in exports in having a growth rate around 5%. So that is, but on the import side, if you look at the imports, one factor of the gold imports which you're talking, which is around 3.2 billion.
No, I stand corrected. 1 minute. Those were the gold and jewelry exports which came at 3.57. Gold imports have come at 1.76 billion. So that's sizably down from year-ago levels. I think there's now a breakup. Silver is 468 million, down 26%. Gold is 1.76 billion, down 74%. And what I read out to you was actually gold and jewelry, which came at 3.57. So gold is actually considerably lower. Now your reaction to the import figure of 35 billion?
Yes, I think in terms of the import figure, if you look at the oil import number, they have trended significantly lower, and the non-oil import part, which has been trending on an average under 23-24 billion, and this month I think it has come out around 23 billion. So that is on course of the expectations which we had in terms of 23-24 billion per month. But the good thing on the import number is the significant decline in the oil imports, which I think will possibly be sustained in the coming months also.
Okay.